Who's here rooting for Canada? I'm the artistic director from the Improv Center right here on the island. Thank you, yes, yes. We have an incredible day packed for you here. We've got face painting until 7, our beer garden, and some incredible food trucks, as well as the entire island for you to enjoy. We are moments away from Canada's first game in the FIFA World Cup! This is wonderful. Now, I want to hear from all of the visitors that are here in our wonderful city. Make some noise if you are visiting. I love that. And make sure to really set this off. Where are our locals? Incredible. We have but a few minutes before we start this match. Make sure you grab your beer, grab your seats, and get ready to cheer your hearts out. We are going to be here every day playing games until July 19th. If you have a great time, come back. We've got some incredible stuff all over the island. Let's start with a little golf clap. Little golf clap, yeah, just a little. Very nice. Then maybe we're at a tennis match. Oh yeah. And then we're at a hockey game. And now we are at the FIFA World Cup!
Your D. They have been lost. change made by Bosnia from their final warm-up game in St. Louis a week ago. Tackles flying in the opening 3 minutes here as it's swept out wide to Tejo Buchanan down the right side. And drops back here for Erupt, who plays with Ismail Kone at Sassuolo in Italy, so 2 club teammates going head-to-head on either side here. Defender closer goes on his right hand side, they've dropped a little bit deep. I think it was Katic. David delayed, and it meant that Oliver Shea's run did end up being in an offside position. The last match going to take this one down the left side. 2 starts at the World Cup in 2014, scored the earliest own goal in World Cup history. So Kolasinac, former Arsenal man. Lukic there feeling like the Fougeron was too tight, it was a foul, but I think he was playing for that one. And the referee, here it is, the Fougeron was pretty tight, but in the end he throws himself over now and he can't get onto the ball. These are 2 teams that are in good form. For Canada, only one defeat in the last 17 matches since Jesse Marsh's side were beaten by Mexico 2 in the Nations League semi-final in LA in March of 2025. Bosnia and Herzegovina unbeaten in their last 8 since a World Cup qualifying loss 2-1 at home to Austria last September. But of those 8, they've won just 2 and drawn 6. Basic will take this 24-year-old Astana midfielder, plays in Kazakhstan. Basic once again here down the right side with that crossing, looking for Lukic, and the header goes wide. Dangerous ball though, wasn't it? Onto the far post. Cornelius trying to track back, so difficult as a centre-back, and the goal back was trying to get to the ball. Sergei Barbares, the 54-year-old former Bosnian captain, when he took over, he said that their goal was to qualify for Euro 2028. Well, they've made a major tournament much sooner than he anticipated. 47 caps as a player, but he never made a major tournament appearance. Ibrahimovic goes back to Vasil, who will be leaving his club St. Pauli after just getting relegated from the top flight in Germany. Basic out wide to Kolasinac down that left side with the ball played forward. Nemic will chase. Lukic there as well, putting pressure on young Luke the Fougeron. That's so well to anticipate balls going up the channel. He's already there ahead of the centre forward. Lukic can't get the position, does so well to allow the pace of the ball just to run out for goal kick. The ball went long last time from the short one and almost got Oliver Shea in. Larea couldn't get on the end of that one. Larea plays his club football right here in Toronto. Born in the city, 31 years old now. A key figure for Toronto FC. He's not played 90 minutes for club or country since April the 22nd, Richie Larea. He missed the last 5 league games with a hamstring injury. But he was involved heavily in the last 2 friendly games building up to this tournament as Canada beat Uzbekistan in front of a huge crowd in the rain at Commonwealth Stadium in Edmonton, and then finished with a 1-1 draw against Ireland a week ago in Montreal. Kolasinac and Nemic were not on the same page. Nemic with a nice little run from the flank in behind, wanted the ball just played through. And the foul actually Ibrahimovic. Not given by referee for Hotel, and Jonathan David will keep chasing him. David with 11 career goals in this stadium. Just going to say for Kumbadeo, just letting a lot of things go, which you don't mind if there's consistency. Trying to get some flow to the game. The referee was heavily involved in Mexico's opener yesterday. 3 red cards in the game as they beat South Africa. In Qatar. Shea chasing here as it goes backwards towards Ibrahimovic. Vasil, 7 clean sheets and 26 caps for his country prior to today.
Trying to get on that one in the midfield, but picked up by Stefan Eustachio from Leamington, Ontario. Alistair Johnston down the right side. Buchanan giving chase against Kolasinac. Buchanan playing a tricky cross for defenders, but on this occasion he's just running out of play.
Good battle there between Buchanan and Kolasinac. So it'll be a key match-up, I'd say, this afternoon. Buchanan does have the pace to get him behind the 32-year-old Atalanta defender.
Ivanovic away, headed back forward by the Fougeron. Alistair Johnston in there with a big challenge. Brought in Vancouver, but drawn up just north of Toronto and Aurora, Ontario. Al Marinic started both of the pre-tournament friendlies against Uzbekistan and Ireland, but Al Shea comes in today. His last start was here in the stadium on March 31st in a 0-0 draw against Tunisia. 3 minutes off the bench against Ireland last week after coming on half-time against Uzbekistan. He was defending well there in that battle up top.
And he's on a wide to the outside. But against his striker, so difficult for Cornelius and the Fougeron. Lovely ball forward to battle, but doing well so far. It's just going to continue throughout the afternoon. Not an easy task for both centre-backs in red today.
The Royal will throw down the left, in towards Jonathan David. Juventus man finds Liam Miller. He played in the playoff final 3 weeks ago for Hull City at Wembley Stadium in London. Started that game and will be a Premier League player next year.
It's a decent run. One from Miller before. Now we get it. Underwins that 6-yard box again to Cornelius and Fougeron.
Bosnian head to it first. Does it brought down by Eustachio? They'll go all the way back towards Maxime Crépeau. His first two with Orlando City in Major League Soccer, made his debut against the United States for Canada in February of 2016. Crépeau handed the #1 job last week ahead of the game in his hometown of Montreal. Been quite a battle between Crépeau and Dane St. Clair over the course of the last 18 months or so, after Crépeau had been the first choice at Canada's Copa America, which was extremely successful, reaching the semi-final in 2024, only to lose to Argentina. Perez ball inside, although Shea battling front here. And it's still on the show, and Medics will chase forward.
Second foul from Johnson for that one. It was certainly a yellow card. Johnson mistimes it. Comes in late, and Mimic has given a terrible ball from Daniel O'Shea, who really missed by about 4 or 5 yards. He should have actually went out to Buchanan, the more positive direct ball. But here, Buchanan's off the screen there out the right hand side. Tries to go back to Johnson, but really just plays in Mimic, and the Celtic Football Club defender comes sliding into the challenge that was robust to say the least. And now he's going to go the vast majority of the game on a yellow card.
It's Alistair Johnston's second World Cup. He played every minute of all 3 games in Qatar. Just won the League and Cup double in Celtic, but had spent much of the winter and spring out with an injury. Started the first 2 league games in August, but didn't play again in the league game until late April. Johnston, the first player into the book for referee Facundo Teo. Johnston, one of only 2 players in the starting lineup today. Tejan Buchanan, the other one, that started Canada's last World Cup game in Qatar, the 2-1 loss against Morocco. Swept in towards Jovo Lukic, who plays in Romania with Pulic. Just a 4th cap for him. He's not scored for his country, but he gets the call today because of the ongoing absence of Edin Dzeko.
Yeah, he's a threat from wider areas, from crosses as well. You can see that. He's done well so far to win a couple of headers.
Cornelius in with the first challenge. Barak Tarovic down the right. Dedic with the ball forward. Barak Tarovic once again. Quite a story for Esmir Barak-Karavic, who plays for PSV Eindhoven in the Netherlands, but was actually born in the United States. Barak-Karavic made one appearance for the US before switching his allegiance to Bosnia. He made his MLS debut as a substitute in this stadium for New England Revolution against Toronto FC back in August of 2022. Pretty sure on that day he wasn't thinking about playing here in a World Cup opener with Bosnia. No.
Oh, well, he's done excellent in the Eredivisie with PSV. And ball forward back from the start goal.
Through it goes to Vasil, who's played every minute of all 10 qualifying games for Bosnia in goal. They beat Wales on penalties in Cardiff in the playoff semi-final after a 1-1 draw. They beat Italy on penalties in Zenica after a 1-1 draw as well. Great goals in both of those games. In fact, in the semi-final, they were 4 minutes away from one. They were even going into the box. It's put behind. It's a kind of a corner on the far side.
And then for David Gale, it's quick thinking. He's out there trying to cut it back towards Oliver Shea and Liam Miller. Well, you see it again. Quick throwing from Alistair Johnson. Really smart from him. Not really got any kind of threat in the 6-yard box. It's difficult for Taddy Oliver Shea and Liam Miller to catch up with the play because of the quick thinking between Johnson and David.
Out of his second corner, it's one from the opposite side. Once again, they go short. Back out towards Eustachio, who placed this one in off the head of Oliver Shea. And that seems to hit the referee, so we'll throw a halt to this one. Into the 15th minute of play. No real clear-cut chances in either end so far.
Exactly how we expected it to be, Luke, as we get a look at this one here. That was another terrible ball from Buderovic to try and get his strike partner Lukic through. It's been exactly what we expected. It's been tight and tense. Players are not taking chances. They're playing percentage balls. They're getting it forward, and it's a little slower than maybe we thought it was going to be. But that's what happens when stakes are so high.
Well, we did predict a 0-0 today.
I'm not a fan of the score, I'll tell you that. Good ball.
Now Kone. Ismail Kone has started quite brightly here. Wonderful ball through to set that attack going.
Yeah, it's a good ball through the lines towards Taddy Oliver Shea. His attempt at finding David was the right idea. It was just the weight of pass had to be better. Just feed it in a little bit rather than let the boot through it, which he did. It was too much on it.
Loraya wide to the left for Liam Miller. Miller running at Barak-Karavic. Here's Loraya. Miller driving towards the byline, stands the cross up. He was unable to get on the end of that one. He provided the assist for Alfonso Green's first. Johnston's ball. International goals back in March. They were both in the penalty spot.
It's okay. Later.
Last year, 8 goals in 46 in all competitions for Justin David.
flying there from Canada for a couple of minutes with testing the Bosnian defence. A lot of the moves beginning to feet of Ismail and his vision, his ability to play passes and drive beyond pressure.
That was Canada's first shot in the game. On target from Jonathan David. Is the Bosnian head coach, a powerful character. He actually made a career in the world of poker after retiring as a player. Reached the final of the World Series of Poker 2 times. So he was giving nothing away this week when he was keeping his cards close to his chest with Edin Dzeko's help, although it seems that Dzeko is on the bench but hasn't been training a lot. Huge miss for this Bosnia team. Estoquio turns, keeps taking advantage of the red. Canada driving forward with David. Fed that one through to Oliver Shea. The referee play to continue. Lorella. And starting to be back and he's open on the right. Too straight from Lorella. Just had to open up his vision towards the right-hand side. Canada at this moment showing the athleticism and picking up second balls, taking the play forward towards that Bosnian back four. And you see the foul there from Stefan Erupt and Vancouver Tarovic. No rush to take this one. Katic, the right centre back. We will have a hydration break in the middle of each half of every World Cup game in this tournament. That's brought in new for this World Cup, an expanded World Cup of course with 48 teams, more games than ever before. Tarovic chasing down the right side, he gets towards the byline. Assistant referee signaling for a corner. Some doubt here, I think, between the officials and Robert Larea gets someone on this, but it looked like he get a little touch as Vancouver Tarovic. Yeah, it does clearly get a touch. Vancouver Tarovic, nice little bit of skill, just drawing Larea in and trying to just jump inside, get beyond him. Larea showing us with his actions here that he got the ball and he did. Dangerous this for Canada. Basic with the ball into the front post.
The world is changing, but with every challenge comes a chance to build better, stronger, reinvesting in ourselves, buying humanity, prospering from our resources and critical minerals. Our plan is to create jobs, build affordable homes twice as fast, break down barriers between provinces, and expand global trade. This is our moment to build a strong economy by Canadians for Canadians. A message from the Government of Canada.
We are deep into stoppage time. All of you must be careful here. They are checking it. It's going to be in the hands of the VAR.
For 20 years of supporting that, watching it all. So what do you mean? Precision striker, rock solid left back. Coin Johnson. Oh, yeah, sure. Let me strip it. Entertainment. I'll do that. We're on TV right now. Yeah.
Wait for the options.
Game set for a tune after the first half hydration break. Midway through the first 45 minutes, and Canada trailing by a goal to nil. Jesse Marsh's side beaten by Jovo Lukic in the 21st minute. Class match with the assist. It came from a corner. Canada now conceding the opening goal in 6 of their 7 FIFA World Cup matches. Bosnia winning the only previous World Cup game when they scored first. That was 3-1 against Iran, the final game of the group stage in 2014. So what to be done? Yeah, what to be done, but a long time to get that work done. We can't panic, we're going to just be resilient down to here. It's a disappointment.
I'm sure so far in this first half that there is opportunities to get at this Bosnian defence. They've got to believe and stay in the fight.
The last time Canada trailed was right here in March against Iceland. They were 2 down on that day, and they came back to draw 2-2. Very different conditions. I seem to remember it was snowing on that day at the end of March here in Toronto.
Yeah. Took another customer by that Tanovic. Bring a good battle this between the former New England Revolution man. He's a player that has a lot of spirit, a lot of aggression in the way he's quite diminutive in size and lots of quality on that left foot of his.
Oh, Shane meeting it in the air. Jonathan David gets a touch, and this is Alistair Johnston. John Buchanan have made the early run. As Johnson pushes it down that right side, and just keeps the ball in play. It's up against Memic, inside for Buchanan. Story for John Buchanan, who fought back from the injury that he sustained at Copa America. His tournament was ended early, and he said at one point he wondered if his career might be over. This is now 20 of the last 21 games for Buchanan since a broken tibia at Copa America. Pistachio's ball in towards Jonathan David. Only got a touch, comes back out for Liam Miller. And put away in the midfield there.
No shouts from Canada there in terms of what part of tactics is going to stop that shot. It would appear like maybe someone brings out Jovovic has doubled over, but I think his tactics have got the ball on the left hand from David to come back out his left hand side. You know, we see it a block as that white free kick came in from Eustachio.
15th cap from Mihajlovic, who played every minute involved with Bosnia's playoff games. We can't then chase the run to this one. Gets there in the fight with Kolasinac. And it's gone off Kolasinac's right. So it's a kind of corner on the far side. A third corner of the game. They've gone short from both of the previous corners.
I've got a feeling this one's coming in. There's a good fight to have between Kolasinac and Buchanan at the moment. Buchanan stretching Kolasinac.
Eustachio's outswinger all the way towards Miller.
Very close to the outbox. He'll turn around for Eustachio to get this one in, but he does well to protect the ball. They've got everything into the middle, but wins a free kick because Mihajlovic is too aggressive.
The visual and Cornelius are both forward after a hard inside penalty area. Eustachio stands on the free kick. Johnston's ball over the top, Mihajlovic heads it away, and picked up in the midfield by Erupt, the grinding man. He's tracked by Jordan. He's got some good frontage on Buchanan, turns backwards though into the midfield, and with Diffusio stepping forward there to get things going. Now it's Ismail Kone.
One of the most vulnerable when they've got these free kicks in wider areas, leave themselves a bit open at the back.
Miller coming inside, along the edge of the box, Kone couldn't get there. And Erupt brings it away down the right touchline. Bosnia causing Canada some problems in transition.
They really are. It's particularly when they have everyone forward for the set piece, whether it's a wide free kick or a corner. Just losing a lot of the races in terms of going back the other way. Bosnia committing players forward with pace. You've got to be careful and keep an eye on that one. Make sure that they don't concede a second.
Buchanan. Johnston inside for Stefan Eustachio. Eustachio made his Canada debut in fall 2019. There's Diffusio. Wide for Kone. In Montreal and Ismail Kone, who now plays in the top flight of Italy. Forward it goes, Mihajlovic. Kone's club teammate clears away. It's a Canada throw on the left side.
Get the ball to Kone, lovely pass there again into Daniel O'Shea's feet. He's going to get more and more touches.
Going towards the byline and then the shot is going on the start, pushing it out. Irish gets it for two. Malone finds Kone. Promising moments for Canada. Kone's goal. Up towards Daniel O'Shea. O'Shea does score. That's got worse than his right-hand side. Somewhat quickly out Daniel O'Shea. Keep the ball moving, Canada. They're going to keep this tempo high. O'Shea
gets underneath it, leaning back and over the crossbar. It's a perfect chance, two great opportunities for the two strikers, Jonathan David and Kai O'Shea so far in this first half.
Daniel O'Shea, born in Nigeria, moved to Mississauga, just outside of Toronto at the age of 10, now plays for Villarreal in Spain.
I think when you're feeling a bit tight and you're in doubt, you can go a bit more for power rather than try to place it in the top corner. Just hit through the ball, hit the target and test. Vasil in the goal. He's trying to be too precise for that one.
Shea hasn't scored in his last 11 for Canada since a goal and an assist in the Gold Cup opener this time last year, a 6-0 win in Vancouver against Honduras. Johnston with a looping throw towards the flat post. And Lukic, the goal scorer, flying high to help behind for another Canada corner. Canada's fourth corner of the game. Eustachio with the delivery once again. The Fougereau climbing on the end of it. And now Amar Medic is chasing forward. Richie Larrea getting back to do the defending. And it goes off Larrea. One of many people, Richie Larrea in that sort of situation.
But again, Luke, they get out because of it. They've got runners coming forward. Canada struggling a little bit to match them in terms of that counter-attack and that break from Bosnia and Herzegovina. You think that they're going to button up a little bit there, maybe an extra player back. Corner kicks out swinging towards that penalty spot, not working either. Maybe go back to the short one.
Bosnia scored in the 21st minute here. In the last 15 minutes, Canada have had 77% of the possession. Outside of the goal scored by Bosnia, Canada have had the better of the chances, but unable to convert on both occasions. Strong header from Derek Cornelius.
Good header. You just keep your eye on the ball and come through and strike and win it fairly. Excellent stuff from Cornelius.
Cornelius played the full game against Ireland a week ago. It's his first full 90 minutes across all countries since November the 2nd. Had an injury issue with Rangers in Scotland and then fell out of favour with their head coach Danny Rowe. And Cornelius didn't play for the rest of the season at Rangers. Ryan Reynolds amongst the celebrities in the house today. Quite an occasion in downtown Toronto. A special day all around.
Absolutely. Everyone wants to be here.
Maybe he's scouting direction. Maybe Ryan Reynolds. Miller. Back it comes here for Derek Cornelius. Look to Fougereau. Cornelius forward towards Miller, who just keeps that one in play. Bosnia closing down quickly, but that's a great ball through to Conway, who skips the first challenge.
Tracking again from Jonathan David. Another little spin from Coney. Just can't connect the pass. Canada just trying to play a little bit quicker, just getting caught. That split second late to see the gap, drive through it, play a pass through. Just a little bit ponderous on the actions.
Eustachio. Johnston chasing forward. Namic going across to defend for Bosnia as it comes into the middle towards Stefan Eustachio. His 57th appearance for his country. Hooked away by Dedic. Coney gets a good foot to that one. He's been so influential for Canada so far.
He's got to get on the ball more, Luke, as much as possible, get Coney in possession.
Coney down the line for Miller. Miller towards the byline, gets the cross in, but Vasil can get there. Miller gets the corner and settled.
Came off. Dedic, I think it was, right full-back. Top player Dedic, Benfica man. Can go forward as well, but does never shuts his defensive responsibilities. Another corner for Canada, this time pretty certain it's coming right under the crossbar of Nicolas Vasil.
Eustachio's ball in. Jonathan David at the back post.
They're calling for handball. I think it hits his arm, but I believe it's in beside his chest.
It's Kolasinac here.
It hits his arm. It'll be a real harsh one. doesn't hit his arm, does it? It almost hits his side, maybe grazes his arm, but no way will that be given a penalty kick.
Eustachio in, Cornelius was climbing. Cleared away by Dedic, who actually played for Jesse Marsh. Marsh coaching Dedic, the Arsenal right back at Red Bull Salzburg. In fact, Dedic signed his first pro deal just after Jesse Marsh had arrived there at the club. He was also Derek Cornelius' teammate when he was on loan at Marseille in February of 2025. Cornelius on the ball now. This is De Fougereau. Buchanan up against Memic. Dejan Buchanan runs towards the bar line. Buchanan wins the corner on the far side. It's corner after corner here for Canada, but can they make them count?
Yeah, good play from Buchanan. Gets himself one rebound with Memic and drives at him. There's an earlier chance to put it in, but he tries to go again. In fairness to Omar Memic, he does really well to get back.
Eustachio's ball in, Cornelius lancing off the head, drops towards Liam Miller. Headed away only as far as Ismail Kone. Another deflection, another corner. And this is number 8 for Canada in the first 39 minutes.
Incredible, it's a lot of corners in the first half. Eustachio taking every single one of them. Less effective from this far side where it's an outswinger, but Cornelius and De Fougereau up from the back again alongside Taniolo. Shea shot this time from Eustachio.
Flip to Buchanan, back for Stefan Eustachio. Here's Ismail Kone. Kone rolls it through. He was looking for Jonathan David. De Fougereau flips on. Mihajlovic away. Off the head of Liam Miller, and now Richie Larea with the high ball hoisted forward towards Jonathan David. I wonder if the flag might have got up anyway.
It was tight, he might have been on, keeping an eye on it. It was just an up and under from Richie Larea, but David right onto it. It's so difficult. He does get his foot on it, but coming over the shoulder like that from such a high, really hard task to bring it down, get a shot away.
Strong header from Katic at the back. He plays in Germany with Schalke. A Fougereau across. Barak Tarovic with the ball back for Dedic. Barak Tarovic once again. Eustachio first there. The Fougereau turns. Canada playing their way out of trouble here from deep inside their own half. Inside the final 5 minutes plus stoppage time at the end of the first 45 in Toronto.
No time to Fougereau.
He's fired, surely, yeah.
One of his strengths is that to dribble past pressure. He's confident enough to trust in his own ability. Played a lot of youth and reserve games at full back, left and right, so off either side he feels good. Canada got a lot of momentum at the moment. Since that hydration break, they've had loads of possession, and Dzeko warming up, so suggestions that maybe it's okay to play some minutes in this game.
Jesse Marsh said at the press conference yesterday here in the stadium that Alphonso Davies is the only player not available for Canada today. Everybody else is healthy enough to play some minutes, which is a huge turnaround given the issues that Canada had with injuries heading into this tournament. Johnston finds Eustachio. Mihajlovic forward. Memic putting the pressure on Alistair Johnston, who was fouled. Canada have not lost in this stadium.
She's in the yellow banner from the next kicks of all over there. Again.
November 2023, a 3-2 loss against Jamaica. Before that, September 2010, lost against Peru. In 2010, it was 10,000 in attendance. Times have changed. Down by the lake shore, Miller's full forward. Tarovic brings it back the other way.
He's superb, really well. It's just a little things, the way that he's tracked back, he's done so well defensively.
Miller throw down the left side. That's team captain, they got the top of Collins head, the release is there. Backwards, although Shea fighting to try and get onto it. Jesse Marsh wanted to try and use the pace of Daniel O'Shea to get in behind the back of Bosnia and Herzegovina. Worked on a lot of occasions today, but so far we've had one chance that O'Shea had as Johnston drops back and goes out of play.
Wonderful defending from Johnston. It's not easy against Memic and Susha. Lost it, run and test fullbacks. Johnston's got to be careful on that yellow. Tarovic again, the other nice little bit of skill that releases things through the middle and out to the left-hand side where Memic is consistently going to be.
Maxime Drakoda in the shot by Erupt. We talk about Tarovic and his influence. 21-year-old scored the winning penalty against Italy, had 1 goal in 7 appearances in qualifying. Foul there, Erupt went in. And Derek Cornelius. There was a great video after Tarovic had scored that goal, the penalty against Italy.
Let's see, there's a catch on the ball, but I think it's a pretty harsh yellow. Really Cornelius kicks it the way which is like.
First yellow again for Bosnia. Stanovic follows Alistair Johnston and found it into the referee's book. There was video of Tarovic scoring a penalty when he was 6 or 7 years old in the backyard. And that got to the Wisconsin with his Bosnia jersey on. And then he goes and does it on the biggest stage to take his team to a World Cup. Dreams coming true for many players out there today. Johnston's going forward.
Good step from Moreno, which had the pass. There's that pace in the air to get there first. Nice. Really looking for Finger, isn't it? We're going to sit down by that Tarovic, but Moreno stops all the strikes and admires. Not the knee today in the club.
Lots of time being added on with into stoppage time now. They walked into the stadium with you today, Steve. I have a hard time thinking that either Mike Myers or Ryan Reynolds will have got as many handshakes and hugs as you have coming to this spectator. Memic down the left side, across goes Cornelius. Looking for the offense of Erupt. The start Cornelius to get away for Canada. Tayshaun Buchanan short time with his level as well as the series.
Comes through, he comes in, leaves us there. Tayshaun Buchanan, who wants to make him free down the right. Will Canada have a little fun here before a half-time whistle? Get the ball forward, test. Bosnia managed to shift the game a little bit clear and a little bit more of a neutral middle zone.
Then it checks it away. Erupt. Last time Canada came from behind to win competitive matches here in this stadium, October of 2021 World Cup qualifying. It was a 4-1 win against Panama. And that incredible Alphonso Davies goal that stopped the country in its tracks. It's going to be the same net, the same end of the stadium that Canada is heading towards in this first half. Bosnia going towards the end where their main group of supporters is up to the upper tier, the south end of the stadium. Tayshaun Buchanan coming inside. And that's going to have the ball flag for the throw.
Yeah, Buchanan with a heavy touch inside. Recognition from Bosnia, he likes to just shift it to his right, try and get out, run the outside. down the defender, then change the pace. You see there the tackle from Tahinovic. Fortunately for Bosnia, crashes off the post.
Johnston gets it back in. Alan O'Shea fighting for it. Backwards after a good pass there from Correa and Eustachio, followed by Nikola Katic. The whistle goes for the referee, and Jorge Erupt has the only goal of the game so far. His first international goal. And Slovenia, Belarus and Bosnia are leading after 45 minutes. Chances for Canada. But the midway mark down by the whistle. That will tell them 1-0.
And also,
take the pitch with FanDuel's new footy features. Bet all 120 minutes and get early payouts when your team goes up too. Live betting lets you set up an average strike. And with FanDuel's new Super Sub, if your player is subbed out, your bet stays in. At FanDuel, every score means more. North America's #1 sports booking casino. FanDuel, play your game.
There's dreaming about it, and then there's experiencing it with Amex Platinum. The trip you imagined becomes unimaginably real. You're seated at the hottest table in town. And just like that, you've scored access to pre-sale tickets and you've seen every word. For a life like no other, you need a card like no other. There's nothing like Amex.
Guys, I hate to break it to you, but we don't have enough legs for the game.
let's go to the store then.
We cannot go in there. It's too packed. Oh, it's too good. Hi, how you doing? We're having an awesome viewing party, and if you have legs, you can come with us. Oh, yeah. Very nice, okay. Yeah. The door.
In Canada, our future stars don't simply show up on the red stage. They are built from the ground up, right here in the heart of our communities. From the childhood dream to the national team. We are Canada, driven by Volkswagen.
Where is it? 10 seconds before the whistle, and you think this is a good time to put a seat back. Really, Terry? Come on. Just get rid of the liberty down there. What are you doing? You need to leave. Bobby Ramsey. Who could cook at a time like this? With hundreds of dinners under the roads.
27-year-old Serbian-born striker who did not appear in a single World Cup qualifier, and here he is scoring in the World Cup and scoring the first ever World Cup goal in Canada to be Bosnia in 1-0 lead of a half, much to the light of 7,000 2 seconds here at Toronto Stadium. The numbers, as the guys mentioned, Canada dominating in possession, which is not necessarily what they always want, and in shots and corners particularly. 10 corners for Canada, and they get very little out of them. 1 corner for Bosnia, and it's the 1 goal in the game so far. Fighting Canada, James Duffy alongside the 2 Canadian captains, Atiba Hutchinson, Julian Guzman, and Kevin Kilbane. So a lot of positives in the last 20 minutes, but let's face it, that was a nightmare scenario for Canada to give up the first goal earlier. And there was so much focus on Ed Jekyll, when he play or not, and it ends up being the guy who replaces him who gets the goal. Where were the mistakes made on that corner?
Well, first of all, you probably look at you see Stefan Estaquio's position at the near post. I think he's got to engage James. He's got to be almost backing into Kolasinac. You've got the flip on it, and that was how it kind of went. Because as soon as Kolasinac gets the flip, match the ball gets caught out, and then it's Lukic just there in front of Richie Labrera. So a number of errors, I think, Julian. I just think he's got to get hold of him there. Stefan Estaquio having to prevent him jumping.
And absolutely, you can see he's stepping out of his position, expecting a short corner, but once that short corner is played, then you step up the position. You have to wait for the most dangerous part of the field, and that's where it was in the near post, where Estaquio needs to make a sandwich and squeeze him, and you cannot give away a simple play like that from your movement, and that's what it comes down to in this situation here.
Matter of details, it's 2 steps and you're in the wrong position. It's so dangerous to be in that near post and not get the first header on that, and you're in big trouble when you don't get that first header.
Match the ball as well. I feel as though he just played that. Yeah, I believe he should be staying in the middle of the stroke in that position there. I've been told off yesterday by Milan Borjan for striking goalkeepers, but I think he should be staying in that position, James.
All Jessimar's talked about crosses, set pieces, and they've worked on it countlessly over the last couple of weeks, but that's what gets them. The other problem for Canada is the problem that has plagued them much of the last year. They only have 7 goals in their last 8 games, been shut out the last 4 times. A lot of creating chances and just no finish.
Well, listen, we know how the eyes on Jonathan David, and this is a moment where we knew it going to happen. He finds these second balls. He's been great at those second balls, and those are the moments where he could step up and, okay, it's this weak foot weapon. If you use it across your body, you're going into a position where the keeper will have no chance, and it teaches. This is more for me a psychological problem. He has to be mentally prepared for the moments, and that's a moment that he has, and that's probably the only chance of getting the game.
Yeah, and it's, again, right foot, left foot, we've seen him put that ball in the back of the net over and over, and it's that sharpness that he's missing right now. Another one here from Tanya, I think.
We've seen this a lot from Tanya.
He's got to hit the target here.
You answered the question before the game, didn't you, James, about Tanya and his finishing? It's wasteful. That from Jonathan David should be in the back of the net, and that's what we are, yeah.
And then 5 minutes later, after that chance is missed, then we can see the goal.
So we look forward to the second 45, which is obviously critical. We've said before this tournament, this is the biggest match of this group. You're going to need likely 4 points to get through. 3 maybe, but it starts to get a little bit dicey there. So they need a result of some sort. What has to change, or perhaps who?
I would probably prefer a little bit of physicality to come on. We're all looking to promise David as being this next sub out there, and I think he provides something absolutely in the penalty box. Canada have been dangerous at times, they've caused problems. I think there is weaknesses with Bosnia's backline, and I think Canada needs, I would feel as well, when they get into wide positions, Julian, cross a little bit quicker into the box.
Yeah, it's got to be a bit more direct. Tajon has gotten himself in some really good positions, though. But he takes the extra touch for no reason. Once you beat your man, team, and you've gotten that extra yard, that ball's got to go, in between the back line and the keeper. It could be either an own goal or could land on one of our strikers.
Yeah, whip it in when they least expect it. Because if you continue to get to the byline, then they're getting back into position. So you get around the corner and they just whip it in, and the runners are going to be there.
Will it be Promise David? Will it be Kyle Larin? Jesse talked about liking the idea of Kyle Larin at off-bench. Do we see both of them perhaps?
I wouldn't be surprised if there's a change at half-time, because Jesse Marks needs to shake this up a little bit. He needs to get a reaction in the first 10 or 15 minutes, and hope for it. That would be the case, so I wouldn't be surprised to see Kyle Larin come on at half-time.
All right, electric crowd here in Toronto, but disappointment early except for the 2 blue sections at the back as Bosnia gets the lone goal of the first half of the first ever World Cup game in Toronto, and the celebrations for the Bosnian fans. Let's see if Canada can get some of that back in the second.
Across the pond, please.
All night, back outside for the river.
Let's go.
This way to the stadium? Everything's attacked with pizza.
We are deep into stoppage time. Oh, they must be careful here. They are checking it. It's going to be in the hands of the VAR.
If you're looking for the future of football, it's going to be me.
Capaz saber quién soy todavía.
Pero pronto lo vas a saber.
That's cute. I'm gonna be so big. I won't even be able to walk down the street.
The future is already here. Next starts now.
When you've been in Canada for 240 years, you get around in plastic cups, fancy cups, teacups, these little cups, or no cup at all, from glassware to footwear to everywhere in between. Because it doesn't matter what it's in, it matters where it's from. Molson at one.
Back in Toronto tonight, the third and final host of this World Cup Open tournament as the Americans take on Paraguay in Los Angeles. They're 5-2-2 all-time against Paraguay. They played them recently, beat them 2-1 in a friendly back in November, 9 o'clock Eastern, 6 Pacific on the TSN. The last time Canada came from behind to win was November of 2022, right before the World Cup, and they did it against Japan. Of course, came from 2-0 down to draw with Iceland in that friendly a few months back. But down here, that was just his reaction to the Jonathan David mix, the emotions of a World Cup, a massive 45 minutes ahead for Marsh in Canada.
Yeah, I can't share screen right now. I'm clicking it and everything. Thank you, Dennis. Sorry, am I muted? Perfect.
Sería la que gran unión. Si el fútbol fuera mi idioma,
Acabamos de falar de acordo com a Canadá. Não importa onde estejas.
no matter who you are,
La pasión al fútbol
better than Messi. To the biggest team on the planet. Football unites the world.
Welcome back inside Toronto Stadium with Brian alongside Stephen Caldwell as the teams make their way back out here with Cameron trailing by 1-0. Jurgen Lukic scored his first international goal in the 21st minute of this one. But Canada dominated, they had their opportunities. The best two chances falling to Jonathan David and Tammy O'Shea. So is it more of a sign for Jesse Marshall's player, or will they try something different last year?
I'm not sure I'll try something different, but I think they're going to up the pace a little bit and be a bit more intentional in what they're trying to do. Tentative at times, but overall, away from back for Canada, I think Jesse Marshall will have been pretty positive in that dressing room at half-time with some of the ones that have his players. Very disappointing goal to concede from them, but ultimately, they're absolutely in this game. And the next chance that falls away is vitally important. They have to put it in the back of the net, they have to be clinical. And if they can get that next goal, then it's game on and they'll go and win this.
The fifth time in the 7 World Cup matches that Canada have been losing at half time, and they're yet to come back in any game to earn a point. Canada must turn things around here for Toronto. They are to win the first World Cup win for the first World Cup win. Will they be that first home World Cup win? With the early shot, and Maxim Trepov tested inside the open moments.
Ivanovic was quiet, hasn't he? He's not really been in the game. We'll mention Jovo Lukic really more than he's seen a strong partner in the Stuttgart man. Can't afford to give him any space and time in the back, so he was absolutely deadly. Here's his chance again. It's a process, it's a target, it's a comfortable one for Max Krippel to make the save.
Lukic still to go. He won more aerial duels than any other player on the pitch in the first half. He's certainly taken his opportunity after coming in for the injured Edin Dzeko. Dzeko unable to start the game, but is available on the bench. The 40-year-old veteran, many years at the very top of the European game.
Absolute terrific first half from Lukic. He really got that goal, but overall I thought he was excellent. He was playing his third cap, so no experience at this level, but given his opportunity, he's absolutely taken it.
Shea gets the full back to that one, chases that one cyclist, he crosses, Lukic to put it out of play.
They will commit these defenders, they'll slide, they'll commit to things, and Canada just can be a little bit quicker, a little bit pure.
Shea towards the line, Matic doing the defending.
Thank you, you did something.
Long throw into the box, not going to work towards the back post line. Even will go chasing the chicken right over there as well. He turns under pressure from Demirovic. And this is Dufour. O'Shea. Got 2 assists in the final. And a penultimate friendly. Against Uzbekistan, Edmonton, O'Shea. He can't really lead this one for Alistair Johnston.
Got through again from Johnson.
Buchanan still trending into the box. Right now, Bosnia eating most of what is coming at them. His first World Cup, or his first international start in FIFA World Cup in the 3rd place game. This ball played through towards O'Shea.
this afternoon. Canada needed to slow the heart rate and become a competition. Let themselves down at the start. We want person that's been 2-3 hit the Davis chance and needed just to find the corner, although O'Shea had to select a bit of finishing there. Liam Miller just had a simple pass to put Daniel O'Shea through really off the mark. But how's your lacking in big moments? Yep. As Canada trying to find a way back into the game that they have trailed since just before the midway mark in the first half. Mike Greenwich will look to turn on the far side. Actually play for a Canada throw. Now they're heading towards the south end of Toronto Stadium in this second half, the lakeshore end of the stadium. Cornelius with the ball back forward, looked down by Jonathan David. This is Liam Miller out on the left side up against Barrett Towridge. Now to Stakio. Everyone back behind the ball defending for Bosnia and Herzegovina here. Cornelius will cross into the box and let's see if he's able to play. Unchallenged really. I mean, it's a lot close to him from Cornelius. I don't mind the fact that he wrapped his feet around and tried to put pace in the cross, but not like he was always a chance. That's a close off Kolasinac, 32-year-old defender. He's done well, look. He's won a lot of battles against Dejan Buchanan so far. Here he is again, the German-born left back who plays for Atalanta. Second most caps on the squad. In fact, he's a pick for Bosnia. Each of the last 14 calendar years, Kolasinac is making his debut in November 2013 against Argentina. Had those years where he was successful with Arsenal. Won the FA Cup with them in 1920 season. And won in the final, and won against Chelsea. Juranovic, back it goes for Basil. Katic. Next up for Canada, they head to Vancouver for the final two group games. They'll play against Qatar and then Switzerland. Those two teams will meet in their Group B opener tomorrow afternoon. And the 7th overall all-time World Cup game. Miller down the left side, up against Denic. Miller still back for Conrad. Terrific football. Look at Leicester. Pass from Coney and then put the air through it, slides it beyond the side. Little touch there off the goalkeeper's left ankle, which gives Kolasinac the chance to just inadvertently smack it off the crossbar. He doesn't know what he's doing, but fortunately for him in Bosnia and Herzegovina, crashes square off the bar and out to safety. Really unlucky for Canada. The red wave continuing to grow down here in Toronto. But here's danger. Demirovic has played. Great goalkeeping from Kapol. Comes out of nothing really. Juranovic ball forward. That's the crossover between the Fugero and Cornelius. The Fugero follows the run of Lukic, Demirovic. Again, just thinking too much. He's going to just slide it past Kripov. He's trying to take around him. Goalkeeper gets a touch in it, puts it out for a corner. Larena's chance, unbelievable. That doesn't find the back of the net. Fortunate for Kolasinac, but he stays with it all the way. Bosnia's second corner, and Paul Kane couldn't quite get there, but Canada gets away with it here, and Canada have the numbers up. Jonathan David through the middle.
He'll chase this one himself as it goes all the way back towards Basile. It's an open game at the moment. And that will see Canada. Jesse Marsh telling me this morning when we chatted that he thinks they can catch Bosnia in transition. Miller looks towards the back post. That's a disappointing ball again, isn't it? From Leo Miller. The industry is there. And unquestionable from Miller, but at times he's just a little erratic with his deliveries and his decisions. Jesse Marsh may be pondering some changes. Promise David, we've already seen as he has made a miraculous comeback from injury, would be a player who can come on in this sort of situation with the game wide open, has already shown us with the goal that he scored in Edmonton that got cancelled out for offside. He is straight back into his form. Jonathan David down the right, and he shows in the middle. It's a deflection, it's too slow from David again. Well, look, he's got to be quicker onto that to get it in the middle. Again, I've created the defending from Katic, but that is a chance to put the ball in the back of the net. There's no doubt about it. Johnston with a quick thinking yet again with a throw-in. Canada caught out Bosnia 3 or 4 times with that quick throw in the right from Alistair Johnston. David just a little off it, isn't he? His pace is just a little slow at times. Can he just find that extra gear that we know he's got in him? The throw goes the other way. Bosnia and Kolasinac specifically were taking too long to take that. Already maybe looking to waste a few moments here, and we're only 11 minutes into the second half, but Richie Larea's effort cleared off the bar by Kolasinac. As a former central defender, I mean, you couldn't do that if you tried, could you? No. Was he trying to do anything there?
He's just getting someone on it. He's a yard out from the goal line. He's just trying to get.
But 9 times out of 10, that's an own goal.
Oh, of course, it's an own goal. It's in the back of it. It's so fortunate, but he stays with the play. He doesn't get up. He doesn't get caught ball watching, even as it goes past his goalkeeper who got the slicks, the touches, which ironically gave him the chance to make that, fortunate clearance. So it's just really unlucky from Canada. Football was lovely. Cody again was on the ball in that move a couple of times with key passes.
Promise David is getting set to come in here just before the hour mark. An incredible story for a player from Brampton, Ontario, who plays for Union Saint-Germain in Belgium. He went off injured with a hip injury in February. But his World Cup dreams are over. Kolasinac with a high ball forward. Maxi Greco comes a long way to get there. That's that coming up for a corner. Alice, the decision wasn't it? Should have got it. Clear. Uruguay elects to try and punch it and doesn't get the connection he wanted. As we saw in the first half, a real threat. Bosnia half as these corner kicks. Basic again out to take this. You know where it's going. Third corner of the game, they scored from their first. Into opposite shot box and headed over by Mihajlovic. Promise David will be the first change. James Shackelberg and Ahmed also going through intense warm-ups as well. 2 players that have fought back from injury. Weren't involved in the 2 games before the World Cup. Buchanan was battling well for that there.
Looks like 3 shots coming here from Jesse Marsh, Shaffer Bogami, and Promise David.
Shackelberg, such a key figure in Copa America. Really rose to prominence and was relied upon by Jesse Marsh, especially after Tejan Buchanan's injury. This is coming out of Derek Kennedy. It's now a little bit down the left side. Towards the structure. Picked up by Jonathan David. Now it's Ismail Kone with space to go forward. Kone. Miller. Who was chasing, but Eric Talbot didn't get away down that far side. It's out of play for a throw.
Richard the inside movement is a decoy run. It's to try and open up space for Miller to maybe play into Stacco, into forward. Who's that? Decision there. Goes offside. Daniel O'Shea.
With a change coming for Bosnia as well. They're going to bring in Armin Gigovic and also Samet Bazda. Bazda, a striker. Maybe a straight swap up top for Lukic. We'll see. He's only scored one international goal in 13 games. Gigovic born in Sweden. So Jesse Marsh will bring on Shackelberg, Ahmed and Thomas David. And the show looks like with Miller as well. And takes out the coming.
Right for light, isn't it?
Yep, from Jesse Marsh.
Used to seeing Ariani on that left hand side, he's going to play on the right. We'll get it Jonathan David right on the show. Jonathan David, Buchanan and Miller, the players leading the game. Decision to take David out, another degree afternoon, no doubt. He's been off it, but he is the main man up top. He has been for a number of years for Canada, so it's a big call for Jesse Marsh to put in Promise David alongside Oliver Shea. Who, in fairness, in the second half especially, has had way more joy against the Bosnian defence.
3 goals and 10 caps for Promise David, who scored a goal on his debut a year ago in this stadium, a 4-2 win against Ukraine.
Collision there between Maria and Tarovic. It's been that kind of days, there's been a lot of 1v1 battles out there, whether it was aerial or on the ground. It's been a really tight, intense game throughout with not a lot of chances. Canada have had a couple, couldn't take them. Very little from Bosnia, but that one quality corner kick from the centre of the party, Basic, led to that goal from Lukic is also off. Gets the free kick here. Promise David straight into the action. And he's just pulling back on Dejevic. And also Gigovic, a substitute. He's holding on his face, there's nothing in that. Promise David's just trying to win a battle, he's going to keep his arms down.
When Promise David got injured in February, Jesse Marsh called him and said, I will give you until the very last minute to get ready for this World Cup. He is the sort of player, while limited on international experience, who has been scoring goal after goal at club level, and is different to anything else that this Canada squad has. Toronto Stadium, taking footage from the front. One member from the Vancouver Whitecaps fan.
Between the two of them managed to really stop the shot from underneath the collar behind it.
Ahmed has also injected some pace down this right side since coming on as
Running in the fitness, but I think a little bit different to becoming running more inside and combining, connecting areas again, just coming in off the fly. Different challenge for Bosnia.
1 goal and 4 assists. He's now 25 caps for Canada for 25-year-old Ali Ahmed. On Toronto, it is debut in the 2023 Gold Cup, had a goal and an assist in the 3-0 win in Romania last September. Stepping inside, the Reds go to and we'll have the momentum here as we head towards what will be the second half hydration break. For the 8th time, Canada have played its European opposition under Jesse Marsh. They won 3, last one and drawn 2. The only defeat was against the Netherlands 4-0 in Marsh's first game in charge in June of 2024. Their last win against European opposition was won at a Wales in September, a conjuring free kick from Derek Cornelius that day. On the far side, under pressure from the cruiser, and gives all the free kick. That's using his experience that years, but the Fugger has to stay careful. He's going nowhere. Here comes the hydration break with a little over 20 minutes remaining in Canada trailing. We'll be right back.
Take the pitch with FanDuel's new footy features. Bet all 120 minutes and get early payouts when your team goes up 2. Live betting lets you celebrate every strike. And with FanDuel's new Super Sub, if your player is subbed out, your bet stays in. At FanDuel, every score means more. North America's #1 sportsbook and casino. FanDuel, play your game.
We've removed the full HST on new homes and cut municipal fees, saving you up to $200,000 on a new home. It's just one way we're taking action today to make homes more affordable tomorrow. Like building homes faster by cutting red tape, and partnering with municipalities to build more homes. Because by making housing more affordable today, we can get more families in more homes tomorrow.
FIFA World Cup 2026 lives on TSN. Oh, that's fantastic! Every match, every moment. Get 3 months of TSN for $59.99. Offer ends July 20th. Subscribe now.
Any of us coming?
Yes, 1,000 hours a week.
My enemies have been allowed to muster their strength.
Some big moments ahead as Jesse Marsh and his coaching staff discuss next steps. His changes have had an impact here. Canada have gone close on a number of occasions, but so far denied by the bar, denied by goal line clearances, and in the first half a couple of poor decisions or poor finishes, and Canada find themselves trailing here 20 minutes or so from time plus stoppage time remaining in the first game played on Canadian soil in the World Cup. Are they going to find a way back here, Stevie?
Yes, they are going to find a way back. We're going to get other chances in this game, and someone's going to be a hero this afternoon to bring Canada back in this game.
The only previous World Cup for Bosnia, they lost against Argentina in their first ever World Cup game. They lost against Nigeria and they won 3-1 against Iran. The Nigeria game, the only World Cup match they failed to score in. And they got the goal 20 minutes in today through Jovan Lukic, his first international goal. He's since left the game.
Risky from Diffusion there.
And this is the problem now with Canada having to push forward. There will be opportunities here for Bosnia going in the opposite direction. Ali Ahmed runs into trouble there as Tahirovic picks it up. Kone just still getting back to his feet on halfway. Sent long by Memic. One in the air by Larea. This is Jacob Schaffelberg. Not on the same page there as Richie Larea.
Just go forward, Schaffelberg. He's get some space in front of him, look. Jacob Schaffelberg. Tony not too happy with that decision from referee Facundo Teo. It's a chance for Bosnia just to break up the game. What an angle this is of that foul. Placement, you can see it here. It just goes over, does the substitute, was that. There's a picture of him. Alphonso Davies, I'm sure, really frustrated watching on from the sidelines, wishing he could impact this game.
Ivan Sunic getting set to come in. The defensive midfielder who plays in Cyprus with Paphos. All appearances, all starts in qualifying. And we're also going to bring in Karim Alibegovic, just 18 years old, German-born, plays for Red Bull Salzburg, but heading back to Bayer Leverkusen after this World Cup. And he'll replace Barak Tarovic.
Yeah, terrific Barak Tarovic this afternoon with a lot of great things, as did Memic. Different styles between these two wide men for Bosnia, but both very effective. More of a 4-5-1 now from Bosnia, with Bazda, the substitute, who came on as a forward now, out on the right-hand side. And Alibegovic, the exciting young talent, on this left-hand side. Sunic are just sitting in the middle of the park in the deep-lying midfield position.
Jesse Marsh getting Kyle Laren ready to come in.
Schaffelberg here wanted a foul, but it's pretty close to the touchline. Eric did win the ball, but I don't know if he caught him as much as Schaffelberg made out there.
Johnston forward. Corey couldn't bring it under control in the midfield. Cornelius with the challenge. Schaffelberg couldn't get there as Dedic plays it high forward. De Fugel wins it in the air. Schaffelberg. Milovic chasing back to the far side and winning this one back as Dedic comes forward towards halfway for Bosnia. They'll go back towards Muharemovic. Just a 15th cap, 23-year-old defender. Huge talent. Playing in the top flight of Italy. Kolasinac down the left side. Begovic. Back to Muharemovic as Bosnia look to try and keep Canada at bay. Katic finds Dedic. Begovic forward down that right side.
Good tackle from Cornelius. Read it well, the direction he wanted to go. Decent little spell this from Bosnia though, trying to just take the sting out of the game.
Well, Kyle Larin started both of the pre-tournament friendlies but found himself out of the team today with Tani Oluwaseyi preferred up top. And now Larin will replace Oluwaseyi with under 15 minutes plus stoppage time remaining. Kyle Larin has scored 7 goals for Canada in this stadium. His last goal here against Panama last fall in a friendly in a 2-1 win. His first goal here, a 4-0 win in the World Cup qualifier against Dominica in 2015.
Awkward fall there for Alistair Johnston as he wins that header. Comes down. On his back, I think, but he's up, he's okay. Larin would have been bitterly disappointed when he heard the news he wasn't starting. He's going to use all that frustration now to get his country back in this game, to win the first point in the World Cup. And that's ball through.
Larin was chasing. He's made an impact on many occasions this season, coming in off the bench for Southampton, who were fighting for promotion to the Premiership this year. He was on loan from Mallorca in Spain. And the 31-year-old from Brampton has now made that move to Southampton permanent. He's the country's second all-time leading scorer. 30 goals in what is now 91 appearances, which takes him clear for second all-time. He was tied with Jonathan Osorio, who's on the bench today, the birthday boy Osorio. They're chasing down Atiba Hutchinson's 104 caps. Number 91 for Larin today.
I think interesting that he shared a lot of minutes at Southampton with Scottish international Ross Stewart, where the starts would come intermittently almost, so he is used to coming off the bench. He does know how to have an impact from the bench, and Jesse Marsh will be hoping that he can use the freshness in Larin's legs, and if the chance comes his way with his composure, he'll put it in the back of the net.
Bosnia very deep at the moment as Cornelius plays it across to the left side. Kone driving forward. Play through towards Kone. It's Canada's second all-time leading scorer.
Hey, that's okay.
The momentum is all in Canada. The energy inside the building is incredible. Just manage this. They're going to use the energy. Obviously, with a sense of caution, there's that ball again. It's a lovely little volley. Clearly, the series. And so I think the previous replay for one start is very much in his deep on his other set of points. That was his first involvement in the game. We were only giving him a big bump up, didn't really hope, but reduced the frustration of not starting to be the hero. Boy, did he deliver. The first touch off the thigh, the second touch off the boot, into the ball court, so you can reverse, and Bosnia now put back at 1-1. We needed this song, didn't we? We needed this moment at this stadium. Singing in unison now. At this point, just be careful. Yes, of course, they're on the wing. And the 10 minutes plus stoppage time looking for what will be the first World Cup points. Universal messes with the hands and he's going to have to come off. We think he'll be good at you. Replaces him, and it happens pretty often for the Bosnia and Herzegovina national team. His armband's going to come off, he's just cramped up, he's played pretty well. The 52-year-old, this will be their last change. Once they brought on Bosnia up top instead of Lukic, you figure they would be more injured today. It will be Dennis Burnage, the left back, who plays for Karlsruhe in Germany, who will be coming on to replace Kolasinac. So, no players left on the pitch who were in the last Bosnian World Cup squad in 2014 now. Yeah, Dennis Burnage, good player, good on the ball. Someone I think can play excellent passes, lots of diagonal. Campbell has to be careful when he's in possession. More of a midfielder, probably not as good a defender as Kolasinac. Bosnian throw right by the Canadian technical area. Jesse Marsh is gesticulating to his strikers to get back. He wants Thomas David to drop in a little deeper here. It's the issue now in Ireland. You always have that kind of one-on-one sort of front two. This took there from Mr. Curry. That's down on the right side, which will allow the defender comes out as a goal. Which will allow us furious. He thinks it should have been a goal kick. I thought it might have been a goal kick. One change left for Canada. I wonder if we might see Alfie Jones. And we've got all the subs in there at the moment. You can see Saliba and Zorio, Joe Waterman, probably the most active of the subs. He wanted that foul there, I think, more than was that. Rashford to the front post, and going back, Carl Lowry. substitutes connecting to get Canada back level in this one. On his second ever goal scorer at a men's World Cup. I remember the late hour in 2015 at Commonwealth Stadium as Christine Sinclair scored the penalty to break the deadlock. It was 0-0. What a privilege it was to call that one as Canada managed to score one and win the game in their World Cup opener on home soil. Could not be more like drama here. Christine Sinclair is in the house today here in Toronto watching on. Could go either way though right now. Well, it's a little hectic, isn't it? The Bosnia and Herzegovina has the Erupt against Canada. That is not just because it's a performance. It's pretty well not dissimilar to last night's game. The later game between the Republic and Czechia. It's going to be a long through into the box. I mean, I don't know if a scorer will get for the likes of Vegas at distance and close up. We've certainly set the lead in three-game soccer history with a goal. Johnston's leaping throw. And we're away by Katic. Eustachio. Up by Alistair Johnston. Played better by Bench. It's a good curling ball in, but Katic does well. Alistair headed a good distance forward, and now here's the long ball forward. Looks to the right, trying to get back here. Delirovic. Looking to create, goes backwards all the way to Delic. And they're able to get the bodies back as it comes to Simic.
Can't believe how many headers that Bosnia have won defensively. Well, actually all over the field, they just won so many aerial duels. Of course it's their strength, but it's been so impressive.
Thomas David. And Thomas David, arms are locked to the crowd to get things going here in Toronto. Picking it up into a frenzy behind the action. I talked again about how I've seen this programme develop over 20 years. The first time Canada played here in September of 2007. And the first time covering this team. The growth of this team, the growth of this game, leading to this moment now. As over 40,000 look to try and will this side to a winning goal. Ahmed. Eustachio.
Lucky from Ahmed. Go play it and go forward. Running behind, things can happen.
Only fouled, a free kick coming. This would be the first draw of the tournament so far.
How many minutes do we think are coming up here? As Sergei Barbares takes a lot of moment to rest his legs. He's back up now because the tension is so high. This game is on the knife edge.
It would be a sixth consecutive draw for Bosnia, 5 of them 1-1.
The Fujra hot header, had to make it.
Eustachio was fouled, and so was Ahmed.
Eustachio's been magnificent in the last 30 minutes. He has roamed around the entire field. He's given himself going. He's just forcefully grabbed this game, not through so many moments of quality, just through endeavour and getting on the ball and inspiring his team as the captain today. To get back into this game, he's going to take this free kick. What a performance, what a leader's performance from Stefan Eustachio.
In the final minutes of the 90, so close to Basile. He's straight, isn't it? You're going to get it more in the angle. We're playing it. We wait to see how much time is added on here. 6 minutes. And Jonathan Osorio getting set to come on in stoppage time here.
I think 6 minutes is pretty fair. Maybe could have been a little bit more considering the hydration break. I mean, neither side really sitting back here just kind of accepting this. They both feel like they can get a winner.
Israel's Chinese got a lot of fans there. I would play for the squad here, and Jonathan Osorio coming in, some fresh legs in midfield. It will be interesting to see who comes out here from Jesse Marsh's side. I think it's Eustachio.
Yeah, it is, yeah. Seems like it's going to be Eustachio.
Stefan Eustachio handing the captain's armband off to Alistair Johnston here.
What a second half from Eustachio.
And just take a moment to appreciate what this means for Jonathan Osorio. Toronto FC's captain on his 34th birthday. In a stadium where he has played for many years for both club and country, comes on for the final 6 minutes of stoppage time here. Alay Begovic.
Is down as well on the edge of the penalty area. He felt he got fouled when he was dribbling through, showing wonderful feel of his. As it goes up the other end, it does runs up and doesn't he? I think it's Milojevic who's in that position just to stop him making the channel run. You know that feeling. I've done it a few times as a centre back. You don't want to run back 40 yards, and as David tries to run into the channel, he just smashes into him.
So 4 minutes of stoppage time remaining, but probably another 2 minutes beyond that still to be played here. Gigovic standing over the free kick. Amar Dedic with a high ball out wide to the right side. Thomas David didn't play particularly well. That goes to Kucherov. Now it's Kyle Laren, who also plays a big role defensively as well. And he's
coming in from tactics. He's had a good match, off the saying he's been totally committed to the defensive display, and it's actually a really good fault given away from Bosnia and Herzegovina's perspective. Kyle Laren does the well to dribble out the pressure, and Canada are away on counter-attack.
Would be an 8th successive game unbeaten in this stadium. It would be only 2 defeats in 34 all-time here in Toronto Stadium for Canada. The place they know well. A second half comeback. And minutes away from a first World Cup point. Kone.
And in that tackle, Larea and Kone don't take any chances there. Let him get the end of this game for Canada.
Kone. Osorio driving through the midfield. Osorio puts it on with the goal to the box.
Gives Vassila time to get over. Lovely work from Osorio, though. He was on the field to just calm things down. Use that terrific brain of his just to make good decisions, and it was a lovely little sliding and running and ball out to Ahmed on the right. How good is that being as well? The Fusion
Ahmed himself with the Fusion. Larea hopping it out to the far side, gets it back from Shackelberg. Now Osorio. Shackelberg up against Dedic. Right foot to the channel. Larea to the
committed to the job in the second half. Amazing collection play like this in Toronto. Seconds away from their first ever World Cup point. Those lines, touch, shot, the ball's going back out of the pitch. The final also goes in Toronto. A good performance by Canada, but even stronger as the match continued. The second half, they just absolutely went for it, totally deserved the equalising goal from the substitute Carl Adam. For the goal they conceded, they'll be disappointed, but to get that first goal, you cannot lose the first game here in Toronto. It's so significant. Next up is Qatar, Vancouver, and then the group will close against Switzerland. But this was again really in the context of the group. They want to finish in the top two. They couldn't afford to lose it. They couldn't afford to lose this. They had to get something for it. I actually thought they would have been in danger of matching the waters of this. That goal from Lukic. Things had to open up a little bit. Bosnia defended well, but they didn't prevent too much going forward a little bit. Actually, I would say the things that attack for me, Canada just kept pressing and pressing. And some of the football at times was wonderful from me on the left-hand side of what they were. The substitutions from Jesse Marsh were at the right time and gave them some fresh pace and some impetus in a lot of the areas. And then that key substitution of Juno, I would say, from Brown Stadium with the assist to Larry's goal. Tremendous stuff.
Excuse me, mate. Are you going to be posting stuff anywhere?